Hollywood has a serious problem. Like, how is it that the creator of film that cost around about $80 million to make crafted some of the most flawless visual effects that I have seen in years, and yet you have a film that cost $300 million? That's almost triple the production budget of the creator, and it ended up making some of the worst and ugliest visual effects that I have ever seen. Hollywood, like, come on, sort your shit out.
What's heaven?
It's a peaceful place in the sky.
Are you going to heaven?
No. You gotta be a good person to go to heaven.
Then we're the same. We can't go to heaven because you're not good. And I'm not a person.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, Gareth Edwards is bringing us a brand new original science fiction epic. Now that sort of stuff is my bread and butter, so will this live up to my hype? It's The Creator. 2065. The West are at war with their own AI creations after it was revealed that the machines were behind a nuclear attack that leveled Los Angeles. Soldier Joshua Taylor is tasked with infiltrating one of the AI's secret research bases, but when he discovers a young AI girl, his allegiances begin to change as his purpose now shifts to protecting her. I fucking love this movie. Sorry, I know that I usually lay out some context, maybe build a little suspense if I liked it or not. I can't do that for this. The creator is so damn good. What I like is that the creator doesn't pretend in terms of original storytelling. This is a story that we've seen plenty of times before. A world-weary, damaged man who is a badass when he needs to be, but is haunted by past demons, and he's having to take on the task of looking after a young, precocious girl who is destined to be the savior of the future. And the two end up having some really close father-daughter-like bond. We've seen it before. We've seen it hundreds of times before. What is original, however, is its presentation. Edwards directs the hell out of this movie. In part, it's a navigation of the compassion that we have for life, be it human or artificial, all the while surrounded by intense guerrilla warfare sequences. And his work feels quintessentially original. The world that we're thrust into shares some similarities of the present day, but Edwards' vision dares to extend beyond that. Cityscapes are vast and towering. We learn gradually how this world is now run, and the politics between the East and the West differ on their perspective of AI. There's rarely any moment for the film to just sit down and explain this all to us like we're children. It's woven into the story. We learn about this world as the story is simultaneously being told, and that is categorically the best way to do world building. Now, aesthetically, I totally understand if people draw immediate comparisons to the work of James Cameron, particularly Avatar, but I also think that Edwards does enough with these visuals to make his work stand out on its own merits. And speaking of visuals here, I simply cannot overstate just how incredible they are. From the design of these AI beings known as simulants, to these towering structures across the world, and even an intimidating satellite called Nomad that launches strikes across the world, there was not a single effect that looked out of place or cheap. Director of photography Greg Fraser has more than cemented himself as perhaps one of the most exciting talents working behind a camera today. I know I mentioned it at the start, but seriously, more blockbusters should take a leaf out of this book than start throwing tons and tons of money away on hot garbage.
Oh my God!
And they should also pay their writers and actors fairly too. When we are thrown headfirst into the action, it's as blistering as you would expect. Edwards has already proven just how accomplished he is at creating war sequences like he did in Rogue One, and they're just as good here. And just like Rogue One, we're privy to a war that is not pleasant, it's not glamorous. It's an authentic, gritty selection of action that Edwards can afford to make extremely violent because it's not humans getting blown to bits, it's robots. But in amongst the war and flying gunships and AI robots being blown to smithereens, the creator never loses sight of telling a story that is intrinsically human. It's one of regret, past mistakes, learning to love and embrace life again. Now, predominantly, we see this through the genuine heartfelt connection that forms between John David Washington's character and Madeline Univoyles' young AI girl, Alfie. Washington gives what I would consider to be his strongest performance to date. He's more than shown us before that he's capable of leading blockbusters, but here he takes the leading man status in his stride, as well as crushing those emotional aspects too. Madeline Univoyles, though, she is destined to become a star. Like a newborn, she's filled with wide-eyed curiosity of life and the world, and her bond that forms with her and Taylor in that pseudo-unlikely father-daughter relationship is this film's beating heart and soul. If I have any critiques, and I do want to stress that these are minor, there's a reveal that comes towards the end of the second act that the film treats as if it's like this big rug pull, and it's not. You can kind of see it coming a mile off. And also, this pains me to say, but Hans Zimmer does good work here, but, you know, with it being a big sci-fi epic, I was really kind of hoping he'd pull something out of the bag. It just settles for being a pretty good Hans Zimmer score rather than anything truly memorable. The Creator is a science fiction epic, the likes of which cinema yearns for. Gareth Edwards continues to be such a talented voice in this genre, crafting a rich, textured world and telling an enthralling story. It will keep you on the edge of your seat for the entire time as you're transported to the front lines of battle. It's thought-provoking, moving, action-packed, and dazzling to look at. A true Hollywood blockbuster in every sense of the word. It's easily among the best of the year. I'm going to give The Creator a 9.5 out of 10. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on The Creator. Let me know, have you had a chance to see the film yet? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And my question to you, I would like to know, what is your favourite AI-inspired film? Is it Terminator? Is it Steven Spielberg's AI? Let me know. Well, that's all the time we have for today, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.